Alright, hello. Good evening, everybody. This here is going to be a review of Pop the Balloon. Let's get into it. Good evening. This is going to be a review of Pop the Balloon.
This year, I went to Men's Warehouse, so I'll have the best outfit. Looks like we have a problem here.
You are so back.
Dang it.
Here we go. Tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen. Tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen. And no, this is a YouTube one that I am reviewing. Dang, some of these chicks got resting bitch face. Tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen. Please and thank you. Tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen. I just wish the intro didn't take so damn long.
Alright y'all, before we jump into Pop the Balloon, I do want to say thank you to Fashion Nova for sponsoring this video. The dress that I have on today is called the Alex Bandage Knit Maxi Dress in blue/combo. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's your host Arlette and we're here with another episode of Pop the Balloon or Find Love. And we've got some beautiful single ladies lined up. Make some noise, ladies! Alright ladies, so we're going to be bringing out some single men one by one. When he comes around this corner, if you like what you see and he starts talking, you're liking what you're hearing, do not pop your balloon. However, if there's anything that was said, anything that you're seeing, whatever it may be that you're not a fan of, go ahead and pop your balloon and I'll go over to you and see why you ended up popping. Are you guys ready? Yes! Okay, energy! Alright, so with that being said, let's go ahead and bring out our first single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Brian.
Brian, how old are you?
Damn.
And what do you do?
I'm an aircraft mechanic.
Alright, now what are some things you like to do for fun?
All this dude did was walk in. Pop, 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 pop. And all this dude did was walk into the room. And the thing is, this dude looks like Shamar Moore if he was 10 years younger with hair. And they sitting there popping on this dude. I swear. Tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen, please.
I got a book out.
Tap the screen, tap the
I'm
screen.
sure everybody know that already. I like to have a good time. That's it.
All right. And what do you look for in a woman?
Class, grace, ladylike, God-fearing woman,
Okay.
something like that.
Nice. And what are some deal breakers?
Let me make sure I get this right.
Please do.
Multiple baby daddies.
Okay.
Can't do that. If you have multiple children, I can, as long as you're from one guy. It doesn't matter if you was married to him or not. As long as you're from one guy, I can deal with that.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So we did get some pop balloons. Let's go on over there and see why they ended up popping. Okay. We'll start here with your name and age.
I'm Sydney and I'm 28.
And Sydney, what do you do?
I'm an assistant principal at elementary school.
And so why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm just not my type physically.
What makes him not your type?
Probably the height, even though I'm short. But
Really?
I usually don't. Just the height.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how
I
tall are
don't
you?
see nothing wrong with the dude's height.
Ryan, how
The
tall are you?
dude.
5'7".
Oh Lord.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
Definitely. Definitely.
Thank you.
Definitely. It's a shame you popped on me.
I gotta pause this for a second. This dude is basically what most women would want. And they sitting there popping on this dude because of his height? Pettiness like this is why black women are single.
You know, you say only because of height?
Only because of height, because you look good. I like your eyes, your
Okay.
skin tone.
All right.
Yeah.
So what's the fixation with the height?
Just because I'm just so small and little, I want someone just big. If that makes sense.
You want somebody to tower over you?
Okay.
Is that what it is?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, over here, your name and age.
I'm Alicia and I'm 29.
And Alicia, what do you do?
I'm a content creator.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I think we're both vets to the show. I've seen you on the show. I do think you're a little strict for me. I do tend to date taller guys, and we've just had some interesting interactions on the internet. I don't know, you're a little spicy on the internet. You just said some not nice things to me, so
Oh, to you directly?
yeah, I just feel like it was just after a catch up or something. We just had an interesting interaction, and I just didn't like the way you handled me on the internet. I thought it was a little rude.
Oh, Ryan. Anything you want to say? And is she also someone that's your type?
I mean, she looks good, right? But I think I would pass.
It's fair.
The thing you're speaking about on the internet, you called me sassy in the comments. I really didn't appreciate that. I thought that was disrespectful.
Yep.
Right? I
Disrespectful.
said something back to you, and that was pretty much it, really. But
Women, do not calling a man sassy is automatic disrespect. If you didn't know, now you know. Do not call a man sassy.
I think you're moving a little too fast. I really don't think you're here for love, to be honest with you. Last time you said you had your homegirl with you on the episode.
You're
I really
promoting
don't
your
think
book.
y'all was really.
You came out and basically like promoted your book, so I thought that was a little interesting as well. But I am here for love. You're not my
I
type.
doubt that.
Thank you.
I doubt that. But
That's
it's
okay.
cool.
We're not here for you. Mwah.
Let's move on.
Ooh, disrespectful.
Hi, I'm Alexis, and I'm 30 years old. And Alexis, what do you do?
I'm doing well, thank you. So I'm a teacher by day and an entrepreneur by night.
What kind of businesses do you have?
It's a cold pressed juice business.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
Outside of the height, you usually like to go to lounges, and I'm not big on lounges, so that's ultimately why.
Okay.
Is she someone that's your type?
She's nice.
Thank you.
I would approach her. But, you know, lounges as a deal breaker for you, I don't really understand that, but okay.
Very well.
Definitely.
Let's go over here. Your name and age.
My name is Chanel and I'm 30.
Chanel, what do you do?
I manage a business, a birth and postpartum business. Thank you.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
For starters, you had me a little perplexed from seeing you on other episodes. So that was
Okay, yeah, he's been there
initial
before.
thing. And then outside of that, I think you're just a little bit older than my preference. But outside of that, you're very attractive.
Okay.
There's something to be said for living in the moment. But there's something magical about making
Tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen.
But outside of that, you're very attractive.
Tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen.
And is there anything specific that caught you off guard about him about other episodes?
Oh no, it's just like the interaction, maybe like a little bit of like again perplexed, like a little shocking kind of shock factor with the way that he kind of communicated your desires or your like things that you're not interested in. So yeah.
Okay.
Now she's someone that's your type.
She looks
Tap the
good.
screen, tap the
She
screen,
looks good. I
tap the
love the
screen,
chocolate.
please.
I love the shoes.
Please and thank you. Tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen.
You know, but get to know me. Ask questions. Don't judge me for past episodes. Don't worry about none of that. Don't worry about what I tell the next woman. Focus on what I tell you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you could have been a match, but
Likewise, Brian.
Let's go here. Your name and age.
Makara, 29.
And Makara, what do you do?
I'm a therapist.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
It's solely just height for me. Height is a big preference for me, so that was just it.
You know, we have to ask, how tall are you?
I'm 5'5".
And look at Brian's face. And Brian,
she's good.
Man, you in Hills.
You know, that's the first thing.
Hills don't
I think it's a
count.
cop-out. I think it's an easy thing to say. Oh, he's
So,
not my
yeah,
height.
get on it, bro.
If I
Tell
was
her
up
it's a
here talking
cop
about your
out.
weight, if I was up here talking about the weave, the lashes, and everything like that,
Whoa, 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 bro, you're doing too much,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
bro. You're doing too much. Your goal is to leave with one of them. Don't piss them off. You piss them off, you ain't gonna leave with one. Your goal is to leave with a chick. Don't piss them off.
If you feel like I'm less of a man because I'm shorter than a 6 feet,
I didn't say
that's
that.
your
You
problem.
said that. All I said was I didn't like your height for me.
Brother,
That was
you're
my
doing too
preference.
much talking.
I wish you well,
But I'm
though.
just, it's already what, the second or third one talking about height, so I just want to bring it to the forefront
Brother,
about what's the problem
just-
with that, what's the
just
fixation
bounce.
women have with height, preference and all that. Listen, I got enough confidence and enough prosperity to be able to stand taller than the tallest guy in the room. You hear me? But you want to
I love
experience
that for you.
You're doing too much talking, bro.
For sure. Right?
Thank you. Okay, let's head back this way. Your name and age.
Jordan, 27.
And Jordan, what do you do?
I am a therapist and I own a small business selling hair repair.
Let me say this real quick. Fellas, if a chick rejects you, just nod your head and move on to the next one. What this dude doing here, he doing too much talking.
Hair care products.
Now, before we jump into why you ended up popping your balloon, we did have you on the show before and you ended up matching, but what happened?
We were not aligned. And
What does that mean?
I would love to elaborate, but I don't think I will without him being here to say his side of it. So, but we were not a match. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. So, why did you end up popping your balloon?
So like the other lady said, I have seen you on previous episodes and I did find it a little distasteful, but I've never met you in person. I wanted to give you a chance. That's why I had it unpopped. But then I witnessed it for myself. The same distaste I kind of saw in the last episodes. To be specific, I guess I'll say, I think you say you're very confident, but when somebody brings up height, you get very defensive, which is not indicative of confidence. And so for me, I wanted to hear you out because I did have a prefixed judgment of you, but I wanted to hear you out. And then that interaction kind of confirmed what I prejudged. So.
Okay.
All right. No, she's someone that's your type.
She's good. She's definitely a catch.
Thank you.
But, you know, I think he was wrong with that. You know, the fixation height that y'all women have, that's a
Don't
problem.
say y'all. I never spoke on your
You
height.
just spoke on the height.
No, I never spoke on your height.
He doing too much
I
talking,
said what you did on your previous episode.
bro. Again, if a chick denies you, nod your head and keep it moving. You're doing too much talking.
Was distasteful to me, but I wanted to give you a chance to come out here and interact with you myself. I actually wanted to answer one of your questions, which is why I had my balloon unpopped. But you got, I won't say sassy. You got defensive with her, And I didn't appreciate that, and I feel like you were like that on the previous episodes, and I saw it in real life.
That's not you. That's a whole nother woman. So you a girl's girl?
Bro, now you're being combative. Oh, man. This dude here got the game all wrong.
Define girl's girl.
Oh, you a girl's girl? You know
Define
exactly what that means.
No, define girl's
You
girl.
a girl's girl.
Bro, you is being
Girls
super
are
combative right now.
You would choose a woman.
Look, this dude ain't gonna get none of these. Ain't gonna get none of them. He's being combative. Again, if the chick ain't feeling you, nod your head and move the hell on.
Before you choose a man, that's what they're.
Oh, yes.
You would? Okay.
Okay. Okay, let's move on. Let's go down here.
Yeah, let's move on.
Your name and age.
Y'all gonna get it today.
Hi, I'm Shaylin and I'm 30. Shaylin.
This dude sitting there talking about y'all gonna get it today. Y'all gonna get it today. You goofy son of a bitch.
What do you do?
I'm a nursing student.
And so why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm copping out. It's crazy.
Okay.
And I don't like men that argue with women. All that going back and forth is crazy.
No problem. Okay.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Fellas, don't sit there go back and forth with a woman. Cause as soon as you go back and forth with a woman, the woman's gonna use that as ammunition against you. Just nod your head and move the hell on.
Is she someone that's your type?
She's nice. She'll catch. But then again, she's a girl's girl.
Keep
You
it
follow
cute.
her.
Keep it cute.
You a follower, love.
Keep it cute,
You
buddy.
run about what I'm telling
Dude,
you.
you was combative.
About what I'm telling you.
That's
It's really not.
This dude is combative and borderline bitch made. This dude, I do not claim this dude. One thing I'm not gonna do is claim a dude like this here. This dude is soft, weak, and bitch made. I'm not claiming him. Let's get back into it.
The next one, you'll follow.
Here you go.
Don't
Argue
worry
with
about
women
what I'm telling
again.
you.
That's
It's really
right.
not about being argumentative. It's about really.
Bro, you is
on a
argumentative.
national television show, YouTube.
We're not
right?
interested. It's okay.
It's all
Just
good.
take
You don't
it
have
the
to be
chin.
interested, but you gonna listen.
Bro, take your L and walk on. What are you doing?
So what I gotta tell you, after
Let's
you
move
say
on.
what
Let's
you
move on.
say,
Let's
right?
move on. Let's move on.
It's all fair game.
All right. Your name and age.
Hi.
I'm surprised Arlette ain't want to tell this dude to STFU. Cause if it was me, I would have been told him to shut the hell up.
I'm Ty. I'm 27.
How you doing?
Ty, what do you do? I'm an entrepreneur. I'm the owner of Fat Bar. My last tag, I do everything esthetician field, basically.
Tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen,
It's the height.
tap the screen, tap the
Sorry.
screen.
Okay.
Yeah, for
No
me.
problem. No problem. It's all good.
Is she someone that's your type?
Not really. You know what I mean? But she's good. You know what I mean? She's alright. You know, I don't really like the weave. I don't like the lashes. I don't really-
And now this dude is showing that he's in his feelings. Rule number one: if you get rejected once again, don't show no film. Nod your head. Keep it moving. Be stoic. Let's get back into it.
I like all that.
So what's the difference
I like
with
to keep it
height?
natural. You know,
What's the difference?
what's the difference with what?
A girl saying she don't want you for your height, and then you don't want
It's just the same fixation that y'all use in every episode.
So it's
That's
the
really
same
all it's
fixation
about.
of
I don't really
lash
care
and
about
weave.
how-
Next.
I don't
Thank you.
care.
Dude, you was in your feelings, bro. Let it go.
Your name and age.
My name is LaPortia and I'm 30.
You said LaPortia?
Yes.
Okay. And LaPortia, what do you do?
What type of name is
I'm a trade
LaPortia?
veteran. I'm a
dermatologist. I have a CDL, and I just finished school for cybersecurity.
Well, thank you for your service. And why did you end up popping your blood?
I'm not interested.
And what is it, may I ask?
I don't really want to have an argument with you. I just don't like the way you speak to other women.
There we go again. A girl's girl.
Dude.
Girl's girl. I don't really like the box eyebrows.
Okay.
So
They're not.
Dude. This brother here is embarrassing. Just shut
For you.
the
But you know, they
hell
definitely
up.
love me, baby.
Exactly.
You hear me? Like,
Just shut up, dude.
Your name and age?
My name is Annalicious. I'm 28 years old, and I work for.
I don't know what. Man, what's this shit's name? Annalicious? Whatever her name is. Lord, who
Dynasty
cares?
Financial Services.
And why did you end up popping your blood?
So
She's tallish. You know, she's kind of decent looking.
I've listened to all these people. If I was your woman by your side, I'm kind of getting cringed. I'm getting scared. My heart rate is going up. So I'm just.
This dude could have had a match if he played his cards right. Dumbass.
Baby, stop. So I just had to pop. Sorry.
no, you don't have to say sorry, baby.
Is she someone that's your type?
Not really. But where you from?
I popped.
Not really. She's not really my type, no. She's another follower, a girl's girl. You know, so
Dude, shut up. I literally want to go through my screen and slap the piss out of this dude.
You look beautiful. I love the style, the fit. Snatched.
thank you.
So you did a good job and you work out. So it shows that you're dedicated to being a hard worker.
For sure. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Let's go back.
Yeah, get rid of this dude. Get rid of this
Trying to
embarrassment.
find your love. What's going on?
It's all good. It's a miscommunication. It's misunderstanding. You know what I mean? And then they like to follow for the next woman and what she want to do and what she talking about. Be a woman. Stand on your own. Don't worry about what I tell the next woman. And it's really not about height in real life. They lying to you. They up here lying about height. They up here lying. That's
All
what
right.
they're doing. It's all good.
All right, well, Brian.
Well, that is a fact. All I want to talk about height. See, the thing you could have did was say, okay, you ain't feel me on my height. How about how you feel me on this area? And truth of the matter is, brother, you a decent looking dude, and mathematically speaking, you should have at least left with one. And here you is, alone, with no prize at the end of it. The goal of this is to leave with someone. And here you is, being a bitch made nigga and leaving alone.
Thank you for
Goodbye.
coming on. Let's go ahead and give it up for them ladies. I'll take the mic. Thank you.
You, sir, are the weakest link. Goodbye. Good riddance.
All right, let's bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Well, how you doing? I'm Danny,
Danny. How old are you?
35.
And what do you do?
I'm operations
Oh,
manager with
Lord.
a video company.
Oh,
35 operation manager. Dang. Well, this guy's got the height. Yeah, decent. He's decent looking, but the women are gonna pop on this guy because he seems boring. I swear, y'all women are weird, man.
okay, nice. What do you like to do?
And some of y'all brothers too.
So I do anything from indoors, you know, karaoke, cards, or podcast, anything outdoors and adventures.
Okay, nice. What do you look for in a woman?
I look for a modest woman. I look for a woman who is pleasant and easy to talk to. I look for a woman who is has a personal relationship with God, and then also a woman who is a risk taker.
Okay, all right. And now what are some deal breakers?
Deal breakers would be somebody who doesn't have a positive outlook on life, somebody who's not open-minded, and then also somebody who's not emotionally intelligent. And I don't have kids, so kids will be a deal breaker.
Okay. All right, so we did get a pop balloon down over there. Let's head on over there and see why they ended up popping. Okay, let's start here with your name and age.
Hi, I'm Shaylin, and I'm 30.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
Because of the height. Sorry.
What the? Really? This. You gonna sit there and talk about this dude's height? The dude's at least 5'10". Oh Lord. The dude is at least 5'10". And the average height is 5'8".
He's someone that's your type.
Yes, absolutely. Very beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Got another one here. Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Ty. I'm 27.
And Ty, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Age for me. You said you're 35.
Yeah.
And then you're a little everywhere with the fashion. It's cool because you're probably like really fun. But just a little everywhere with the fashion right now.
I'm trying to be creative.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, I gotta step in for a second. The polo shirt is a nice touch, but the sneakers and jeans could went. You should want polo shirt, dress pants, and a pair of Stacey Adams. It would have worked.
And now she's someone that's your type?
Yes, absolutely. Very beautiful. I love the dress. So yeah.
Thank you. That's right. Thank you. I did get another pop back over here. Your name and age.
I'm Chanel, and I'm 30. Oh, sorry, I just turned 30 in March.
Oh, happy birthday. And now, Chanel, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Well, you're really attractive, but you mentioned modest, and I wouldn't necessarily classify myself as modest. I'm working toward being that, but I don't think I'm so modest. Yeah.
Would you want to elaborate on what you meant with modest?
Just a woman who's not, just like on the scene or like being seen or whatnot. Just know how to, whenever you step out, you just know how to carry yourself or present yourself. Very pleasant.
Okay. Well, very much that. But I think like when it comes down to like my fashion and just kind of just being free, like maybe even my shorts, like these aren't so modest. So.
So like on vacation, that's fine. I get it on vacation.
At Ridge, our mission is to create innovative functional products designed to last for life. And the Ridge Walk.
Sorry about that.
Like these aren't so modest, so.
So like on vacation, that's fine. I get it on vacation, but like just like on the everyday or on the weekend, type of deal.
Okay.
Tap the screen. Tap the screen. Tap the screen.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
Yes, absolutely. Very nice. Very good looking. See, absolutely.
Okay. Take yourself out. Okay.
That's fine. It's fine.
Are you sure about that?
It's okay.
Tap the screen. Tap the screen, please.
Okay, but I'll tell you, this was not the outfit. My outfit just didn't arrive. It was supposed to be a dress. Yeah.
So, do you want your balloon back? Or
maybe. Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
You do? Okay, all right. Let's get a balloon back. See, sometimes we just gotta elaborate,
Yeah. You said modest. I'm like, I don't really know. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, we'll be back. Okay, we gotta pop over here. Your name and age.
I'm Alicia, and I'm 29.
Hey, Alicia, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I did feel like the outfit conversation was a little I don't know if I maybe misunderstood you. Yeah. I like to wear what I like to wear. I don't feel like everything I wear is pretty sexy. I think there's a scale, but yeah, like if those shorts are just for vacation, I live in Arizona, baby. It's hot out here. I'm like, wait, I gotta wear those on the regular, And I just feel like, whether it's like gym clothes, sports bra, it's hot. I dress down a little bit sometimes, so. But you're handsome. I feel like you got a lot going for yourself. You're hot.
So he is someone that's your type?
Absolutely, but I don't know how well we would mesh if that word of modesty is one of your real values. So like she said, I'm working on modesty. I think we're all getting older, maturing a little bit, changing our style. I feel a little sexy sometimes too.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
Yes, absolutely. I love the dress.
Okay, so like this isn't too short for you?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, modesty I think is confusing the girlies. Now I felt like I was a hoochie to you. I was confused.
No. You look great. You know what I'm saying? You're very well.
Yeah.
You want that balloon back?
Okay. I thought like okay, I won't count myself out.
Okay. Let's get the balloon back. Go. Okay, let's head on back this way. So, I'm gonna hand you a pick now.
At least this segment's going better than the last one.
Oh. Hold on to that. And I'm gonna have you pop. Let's go with 3 balloons. Yeah. Okay, 2 more. Oh. And 1 more.
The one on the end.
Okay, we'll start down there. All right, your name and age.
Annalicious. I am 28 years old.
That name is weird.
He looks attractive. Now that you're closer to me, I don't think we would have been a perfect match.
Okay, why do you say that?
Just kind of looking at you. I'm trying to get that intense feeling, and I'm not really getting it.
What does that mean?
Oh, why'd you end up popping her?
Can somebody tell me what that means?
Just not something I would go for. That's all.
And why not?
I can't really say. It's not my type.
Alright, thank you. Then we did pop another one over here. Your name and age.
Makara, 29.
And Makara, why was your balloon unpopped?
I just want to hear him out a little bit more, and he has very nice eyes.
Okay. And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
It was just more so, I love that you're very creative. You know, with your style, you have a very creative style, but it's just not my type of style, that's all.
Okay.
So.
Just, the style.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then we did get another one over here. Your name and age.
Alexis, and I'm 30.
Alexis, why was your balloon unpopped?
So first impression, pretty solid, and your deal breakers along with your qualities in women honestly match my deal breakers and quality in men. So I just wanted to know more information about you.
And why'd you end up popping hers?
Just the height thing, that's all. Just the height.
Gotcha. How tall are you?
I'm 5'9", without the heels.
Okay.
Yeah,
So with the heels, you're like...
probably like flat 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then how tall are you?
I'm 5'11".
I know. Understand?
Yeah. All right, thank you. Okay, let's head on back. So we do have 5 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them a question.
All right, so ladies, where are you currently based? What are your top 2 goals for this year? Also, what's something about yourself that you think I'd appreciate?
Okay, we'll start there and come back. She's like, oh no. All right, your name and age, and then the answer to his question.
Hi, I'm LaPortia and I'm 30. I'm sorry, what was the last question?
What's something about you that you think I'd appreciate?
Okay, so 2 of the goals that I would have for this year is pay off my debt and start looking for land, because I do want to own land. And then something that was there 2 questions or 3 questions?
So it's 3. So where are you currently based?
Oh, I'm in Dallas, Texas, sorry. and then the goals would be paying off my debt and then looking for land. I want about like 6 acres. And then something that I think you would appreciate is just my authenticity, just who I am. I can't really change who I am, but just be who I am and see if you're accepting of it.
Thank you. And over here, name and age and answer to his question.
I'm Jordan, I'm 27, a therapist, and I own a small business selling hair care products. I'm based in Texas. 2 goals for this year. 1, I plan on starting my doctorate's degree this year. And then I'm also working on my first book. So, and then what was the 3rd part to the question?
Ma'am, you say you're working on your doctorate's degree? How are you going to be working on your doctorate's degree and try to have time for a man? You're not going to have time to date, man. Why are you here?
What's something about you that you think I'd appreciate?
That's a tough question because I don't know you to know what you would appreciate, but something that I think is objective would be I'm very intellectual. I like deep conversation. I think that I can pick someone's brain in a positive way.
Thank you. And right here, your name and age.
My name is Chanel. I'm 30 years old, and I manage and own a birth and postpartum business.
This answers those questions.
So the first thing, I'm based out of California, Northern California. Two things that I'm working on is getting a business started, second business started for nonprofit for youth, young African American girls, called Girl Sip, which is like the opposite of gossiping. So we girl sip, and basically we have candid conversations about kind of like what the young youth are talking about. But the end result is like finding a teachable moment in it and ultimately providing mentorship for the young girls. That's really my ultimate goal, so I wouldn't add another one. That's the main thing that I'm focused on right now. And then the last question, something that you'd appreciate. I would say just my selflessness, like, and my ability to kind of like really connect with just about anyone, like homeless people, veterans, youth, pregnant.
Tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen.
I'm like really like
tap the screen,
I'm
tap
like
the screen.
well-rounded, so I think that's something you'd appreciate.
Yeah, thank you. And over here, name, age, and answer those questions.
Okay, I'm Alicia. I'm 29. I'm based in the Phoenix area, Scottsdale, Phoenix area. Two of my goals for the year, I really want to prioritize wellness. That's really important for me. So that's not just like going to the gym, but like what you eat, a little bit of everything like that. Just what you put into your body and how you treat yourself. And also volunteering. That was on my vision board, so I've done it a couple times so far. And I really want to continue to like feed the hungry. That's a big thing for me.
And what's something you would appreciate about you?
I think I'm funny. I like to think so. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. And over here, your name and age and the answer to this question.
I'm Sydney, and I'm 28, and I'm based in Texas, Houston, Texas. What was the first question? Where I'm based.
Tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen.
At church.
Tap the screen, tap the screen.
Spectator, but a participator. So my goal for this year is, I've been going to a lot more groups, but now I want to eventually like lead a group. We have this thing called B groups. So I want to be like a leader of that and have like my own little ministry. So that's one of my goals. I don't really have another goal yet because I'm pretty much where I want to be career-wise. So it's more like that. And then trade.
Brother, that's your match right there, bro.
I like being outside, so do I. I just love being by the water, just being out in the sun. I ran this morning. I just like being outside, so just that outdoor thing you might appreciate.
Thank you. And then what about for yourself? What are two goals you're working on? Where are you based?
So I'm based out of Savannah, Georgia. I do have a bachelor's degree. I just completed my undergrad cert in e-commerce, and then also right now I'm in the market to find me an investment property. So.
Do you ever wonder how Nectar can offer such an incredible deal for their adjustable bundle? This bundle includes the Nectar.
Okay, and then what's something that you think the ladies would appreciate about you?
So I'm very thoughtful, I'm very well planned, any type of dates, any travels, whatever, I'm the guy that puts everything together. I'm also a good active listener, and I'm very considerate.
All right, you named a whole list. You didn't just name one, okay. All right, so I am gonna have you pop two balloons. Two balloons, whenever you're ready. Head on over there. Okay, and then one more. Okay, start down here. All right, so why was your balloon unpopped?
I just want to get to know them more. I don't want to like automatically pop based off of visual, so I just try to allow him to speak.
Okay. But is he someone that you're trying
I'll be right back in a second, y'all.
Yeah, I would entertain him. Just I like for the man to lead, so I would just allow him to show me what.
Here we go, y'all. I'm back.
Definitely seem like someone that I would connect with.
Okay, I see here. Why'd you end up popping hers? She got a bag and everything.
I know, right? So it was a distance, with you being out in California. So
I just relocated from Texas.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm there to stay.
Okay. All right, cool. Thank you. Okay, we've got 3 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
Ladies, so are you financially stable? How's your family dynamic? And are you fulfilled? If not, what's missing?
Okay. Yeah, he throws all the questions at you guys at once. All right, let's hear from you.
Okay, am I financially stable? For just me, myself, yes. If I had someone else, I would have to like rethink about that. My family dynamic, my parents divorced when I was like 8. I have a stepmom though. I have 2 sisters. We're all really close. I'm the oldest. I would say I'm closer to my mom, but we're always together. My mom recently moved to Arkansas, and my dad and stepmom are still in Texas, and then my sisters are all over, but we're just all close knit. What was the last question?
And so are you fulfilled? If not, what's missing?
I feel like this year when I turned 28 in January, and I think they say like it switches like 28 right before you get to 30. So I think that's when I realized everything I have in my life I have, but something was missing. So that's when I started getting deeper into my relationship with God, because I think that was what was not fulfilled. So right now, yes, but I definitely, back when I, like last year, no. So this year, working towards that.
Thank you. All right, what about over here?
You would see all 3 of them.
Yes, so it's family dynamic.
Are you financially stable?
Are you financially stable? And then also the last one is
Family dynamic, and also, are you fulfilled? If not, what's missing?
Tap the screen, tap the
Am I
screen.
financially stable? Yes. My family dynamic, I live kind of farther away from a lot of my family, and we have an interesting family dynamic, but I do say I'm a little bit more of a lone wolf, I'm not gonna lie. Like, maybe a little bit of the black sheep, because I just like to be authentically myself, and I'm from a very strict, like, Catholic family, so I kind of like to just like do me, and I don't need to be so rigid with how I am as a person. That's why when you were saying the modest thing, I'm like, what does that mean exactly to you? I feel like I was raised like that, and so I love my family, but I am a little bit of a lone wolf. And last but not least, am I fulfilled? I feel like not yet. I still want a family. I want to finish my degree. Like, there's some things that I'm working on, but I do think I'm happy and like lucky with my life.
Translation: my career comes first.
And what about over here?
Okay, am I fulfilled? What's my family dynamic and financially stable? Yes, I'm financially stable. However, I'm 27, and I feel like your 20s are about establishing yourself financially to take care of yourself and kind of live the life that you want to live. And I feel like your 30s are more so being financially stable for the future. So I'm financially stable for a 27-year-old, but as I'm entering my 30s, like one of my goals this year is to open up a Roth IRA. I haven't done that yet, so I haven't started preparing for retirement. But for a 27-year-old, yes, right? Family dynamic, can you like elaborate? You mean extended family or immediate family?
So like your immediate family?
Immediate family, I would say I kind of resonate with what she said. I kind of am a lone wolf. I come from a great family. I love my family a lot. I'm not very close with my siblings. I have a lot of siblings. I'm not very close with them. My mother actually passed away last year. So I kind of am, I would have to resonate with that, a lone wolf in that sense. And am I fulfilled? I like happily say no. Like I associate fulfillment with complacency, right? And so I don't aim to be fulfilled. I aim to keep, I'm a very goal-oriented person, so I aim to keep accomplishing my goals. And so am I happy with where I'm at? Sure, but I don't think I'm fulfilled, and my goal isn't necessarily to like come to this moment of fulfillment. It's to keep growing constantly. So thank you.
All right, we heard quite a lot from all 3 ladies. It is time to pop a balloon. I know it was tough. They all gave really good answers. All right, so Alicia, why was your balloon unpopped? Actually, take it back. Why'd you take it back?
I think you're handsome. You sound well-rounded. Yeah, I'm just getting good vibes from you, so I just wanted to see what you had in store.
And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
Her response just kind of threw me a little bit. But,
okay. Which part?
But she's great though. She's great, you know.
What part about her response threw you off?
So you did mention that your family dynamic, you know, was you're kind of like a lone wolf.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think you know.
I felt the vibe. It's okay.
It was just that.
I'm not offended. It's okay. I get it.
No, it's okay.
Because you sound like you're looking for like somebody who's like really strong in their family, and I feel like my friends are more my family, and like I have like a family that I created more so than like my blood family being super close to me. But it's okay. I get where you're coming from.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we've got 2 ladies left. Ladies, any questions for him? Okay, we'll be back. All right.
So you mentioned
See what
your
we got.
relationship with God earlier. I have a 2-part. I want to know what your relationship with him looks like on a day-to-day basis, and then I would also like to know what it means to you to be a man of God.
So I do read my word, I do pray, and I do attend church. Am I a man of God? Am I God-led? I wouldn't say that per se. I am on my own journey and whatnot, so that's something that I'm constantly working on. But I'm not like far a stretch or like that.
Do you want to elaborate before I pop my balloon? Because that is a pop for me, but I want to give you the chance to maybe elaborate on what you mean.
So I'll say more so, I'm not exactly, so I'm on the ladder, to reach God. It just,
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I'm talking about Jesus. Are you talking about?
Yeah, Jesus Christ, yes.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
I'm sorry. So, yes.
You went a little spiritual with me.
No,
is that
yes.
what you're spiritual?
Yes, so, no, not spiritual. I'm sorry, not spiritual. So, yes, Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, but...
She popped that balloon on him quick.
But as far as just like a deeper connection with God or with Jesus, it's not entirely there, but...
Is there a yearn for that?
Absolutely. So I grew up essentially a PK, so, I did grow
So
up...
there was kind of I feel like with PKs, you kind of become an adult and you create some distance, and are you coming back? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so I am back on the ladder. So I was, away for some time.
Understood.
But now, I am back in my word. I am back praying daily, and so.
Okay. Can I ask one more? I know I popped. Can I ask one more question? So, what are you doing to fulfill that yearning?
I mean, well, just that. Just praying every day. Just attending church service. Just being consistent with that. And that's about it, really.
Okay. I'm gonna remain unpopped.
Okay. And why?
So I am Christian, and I'm not a perfect Christian whatsoever. So it's no judgment from me. But when I think about a husband, I'm called to be submissive, right? And so for me to be submissive to a man, I want to know that he's led by Jesus. I want to follow Jesus through my man, right? Like me following you should be me following Jesus. And if you're not completely confident in your walk with Jesus, I don't feel confident being fully submissive. So.
Okay. All right. Now, is she someone that was your type?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
We're put together, absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we did get another pop back over here. Why did you end up popping your balloon?
Same thing that she basically said. I also grew up a PK. However, I was the opposite. I still knew who my father was, who God is. I just didn't really have like a personal connection. I was like just living, like I just lived in the belief in him, but not through him. Like God wasn't shown through me. And I think I'm at the point in my life I just said, like when I turned 28, it was like a lot of stuff was happening, and it was just like a breakthrough for me. And essentially, since I grew up in a household where my dad wasn't on the same level as my mom, and eventually I think that is what caused the divorce. So I just don't want to be in that same pathway where I want us to be on the equally yoked, basically. But yeah.
So, do you understand what they're saying, or okay? And now is she someone that's your type?
Yes, I love the hair, I love the eyes. Yes.
All right, thank you. Well, that's all the balloons popped, unfortunately, but thank you so much for coming on. Let's give it up for him, ladies. Thank you. Okay, let's bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
How you guys doing?
Good. Okay, what's your name?
Lamar.
Lamar, how old are you?
I'm 33.
And what do you do?
So I work in education. And I'm a photographer.
Okay, nice. What are some things you like to do for fun?
I like to snowboard. I like to ride motorcycles. I like to travel. I like to go out of the country. I like to go to basketball games, football games, anything that's fun and gets me to enjoy life.
Nice, nice. Now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
This guy here is younger than the last two, but to tell you the truth, I'm surprised that this guy is in his 30s. Cause honestly, with the way this dude looking, I would have thought he was like 24, 25, somewhere around in there. The guy is 33 years old. Looks younger.
I look for someone that's very sweet, someone's very genuine, wholesome, that's not outside showing their body. I like
And on this show, I don't know about the wholesome part, bro. Just saying.
classy woman. Yeah.
Okay, and what are some deal breakers?
Kids is a deal breaker for me. I would like to start a family with someone that doesn't have kids, and yeah, and then someone that's mean, someone that's not genuine, someone that isn't open-minded, someone that doesn't like to travel, doesn't like to have fun, be spontaneous.
All right, nice. So we did get some pop balloons. Let's go on over there and see why they ended up popping. All right, let's start here with your name and age.
Chanel, and I'm 30.
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
And Chanel, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Just initial attraction. I think you're attractive, but just not my normal type. I look a little bit deeper complected and maybe a little less hair.
A little less hair. Okay.
Yeah, and a little bit more melanin.
A little more. Okay.
Yeah.
I think my melanin look good.
I mean, the jacket is melanin, but
You like
the complexion.
You like a little darker.
Yes, very much.
I understand.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
Initially, no, but you have a beautiful smile. Like someone that has a beautiful smile. You seem like a beautiful woman. Clear skin. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. To get one over here, your name and age.
Hi, I'm Akira, 29. I'm a behavioral health therapist.
Okay. And Akira, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I think it was just the initial attraction. I didn't feel it, so just went ahead and popped.
And what was it?
To be honest, it reminds me of one of my exes, so it's like, yeah, thank you. So just went ahead and popped.
Okay. Alrighty. Now, is she someone that's your type?
She's beautiful. I love the hair. I love the grill. I like the nose ring. She has style. Yeah, I think if I seen her outside, I would approach.
Thank you. Thank you. Your name and age?
I'm Shaylin, and I'm 30.
And Shaylin, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Because of the height. Yeah, I'm tall.
I understand.
Yeah.
Chop them down, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is a tall one.
You seem sweet.
This chick is a tall one, bro.
Alright, now she's someone that's your type?
She is beautiful.
Thank you.
I love the hair. I love the smile. Yeah. I like the dress.
She at least gotta be 5'10". Without the heels. In the heels, she probably like 6'2" in heels.
Then we got one more down over here. Your name and age?
Hi, I'm LaPortia, and I'm 30.
LaPortia?
Yes.
Nice name.
And LaPortia, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I'm not saying that you're unattractive. I just didn't initially get attracted to you when you walked out. But we do have a lot in common. I ride.
Okay.
So, I ride a 750. So, and I'm outdoors. I love to hike, and I live in Texas. So you can't be not outdoorsy living in Texas. Okay. But when you came around the corner, I just wasn't like initially attracted to you.
I understand.
Yeah.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
I'm not gonna lie, it's a beautiful lineup. You are beautiful. I love the hair. I love the dress. I love the orange. Makes you pop. Yeah, skin tone, beautiful smile, nose rings. Beautiful. Yes.
Thank you. All right. Who popped back over here? Right here. Okay, your name and age?
Yes, I'm Alexis, and I'm 30 years old.
Alexis, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Because it's honestly just giving like best friend. We can go out, have a good time, the motorcycles, the snowboarding, love all of that. But to see myself as a future with you, not so much. So that's why.
Dang.
No, she's someone that's your type.
What?
That's just.
Bro, you was getting popped on left and right.
For the pop. Beautiful woman. I love the jean dress.
Thank you.
Love the skin tone. I love beautiful, vibrant. Yeah, I love the skin tone. Beautiful face. I love the hair. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
Beautiful
it.
smile.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then we got another pop over here. Your name and age?
Sydney, and I'm 28.
Sydney, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I think initially I was gonna pop because you said you're in education. I don't want someone in the same field as me. I know that sounds small, but I just don't. And then when she was like best friend vibes, it definitely gives like you're fun, but maybe like not my man.
So you don't like to have fun?
I do love to have fun, but it's giving like friend or just like someone I go out with, or maybe like just date, not like my man, like my about to be like my husband.
So your man, you don't like to go out and have fun and experience life?
I do.
Okay.
But he's trying to figure out what exactly about him wanting to have fun is giving friend instead of like.
It's just giving like friend, like someone maybe I would just date and go on a couple dates, but I don't think I would see anything further.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just the vibe I'm getting. But you're very handsome, very cute, very stylish, very everything.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Alright, now she's someone that's your type.
Beautiful. I love the dress. I love the heels.
Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful smile.
Thank you.
Skin tone. I love it.
Thank
you. You got freckles?
I do.
Love the freckles.
Thank you.
Alright, let me sit on that way for me. Okay. So we do have 4 ladies left. Okay. Go ahead and ask our remaining ladies a question.
What is something that you guys like to do for fun?
Okay. Your name and age and what do you like to do for fun?
I'm Alicia, I'm 29, and I like to work out. I recently bought a bike.
Okay.
That's fun. I don't know, I just like to be outside, get some fresh air, but yeah, stay fit.
Okay. Like that.
Your name and age and what do you like to do for fun?
Jordan, 27. I'm actually glad you asked this question. You mentioned basketball before. Are you a hooper?
Come on.
Me too. Okay. Celtics in 6.
No, I'm mad at it.
That's what I
Who's your favorite player on the Celtics, though?
Come on.
Living in the moment. But there's something magical about making it.
No, I'm mad at it.
That's what
Who's
I
your
like to
favorite
do.
player on the Celtics, though?
Are you asking me a Jaylen Brown versus Jason Tatum question?
In general.
Oh, like all time?
I'll take all time.
All time? Kevin Garnett. All the way.
Okay.
All the way.
Anything is possible.
I like when he barks. That's my Kevin Garnett moment.
Okay.
But I like to. I don't hoop as much as I used to, but I am an avid NBA and college watcher. Again, Celtics in 6.
Okay.
Okay, nice. Thank you. And over here, your name and age and what do you like to do for fun?
Hi, I'm Ty. I'm 27. I like to do anything creative, so graphic designing. I like to model. I like to be outside. I also like fitness.
When you say outside, what do you mean by outside? Like
I like to
adventure?
roller skate. I have skates.
You roller skate? Okay.
Like
I roller skate as well.
I gotta have my helmet and pads on though. I'm not the best yet. I just got them in my birthday, y'all. But yeah, so.
Tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen.
Are you quads or blades?
Quads.
Okay.
Blades are cool too. You can go really fast, but
Yeah, okay. Okay, like
quads are
speed.
cuter. I don't know. It's like a aesthetic, I guess, when they love
I
it.
just bought some skates probably like 3 weeks ago because me and my friend we go on a regular.
See your helmets and pads with me.
No helmets and pads for me.
Oh, you're dangerous.
Very cool, thank you. And over here, your name and age and what do you like to do for fun?
My name is Annalicious. I'm 28 years old, and I like to explore. I like to figure out the area I'm in, find new places, hike, or exploring kind of things. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Dora the Explorer. Anna the Explorer.
Like that.
Explorer. Thank you. All right, let's head on back. We did get a pop over here. Why did you end up popping your balloon?
I don't think you're my typical type, but I wanted to be open-minded. I like that you're bubbly, but I think with me, I'm a little bit more yin and yang. Like, I'm kind of bubbly, like, all over the place, so I kind of like somebody a little bit more reserved. Like, I like your energy. You're just a little high energy, you know what I mean? And so am I. I think we'd both be like, all day long.
I'm very chill. You just don't know me. I understand we're getting a chance to, you know, it's just speed dating, but I'm chill. I can adapt to any situation that I'm in.
That's fair. And I'm typically not a fan of long hair. I was just listening and like, but I do think you're cool. I think you have a good vibe. You're super bubbly, and
thank you.
I like you. I can tell you're artsy, like just by your outfit.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And now is Alicia someone that's your type?
Very beautiful. I like the dress. Beautiful smile. Skin tone. I just love beautiful black women. It's just yes.
Thank you. Okay, we've got 3 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
What do you guys do for a living, and two-part, what makes you get up every day and do that every day?
Okay, what do you do for a living and what makes you get up and do that?
Okay, Jordan, 27. I'm a therapist, and I also own a hair care business. I actually don't mind hair. I think I could elevate your hair.
Elevate it. We like elevation.
What makes me get up there? I'm super passionate about mental health. It's a conversation that we don't have, and it's a stigma in general, but especially in our community, especially with Black men. Black men are not allowed to be emotional, and Black men are not allowed to feel, and especially just in our society. So that's what gets me up every day to be a therapist. I want to rewrite that rhetoric. I want to create a space where Black people, specifically Black men, can feel, can heal, and that type of thing. So I'm super passionate about that.
I like that.
Okay, and what do you do and what makes you get up and want to do what you do?
I'm an owner of Fat Bar. It's an esthetician bar, I guess you could say.
Esthetician bar?
Yeah, so I do like multiple services, basically. It's like a bigger backstory. I do it for the little girl, like little girl me. Growing up in Arizona, being a Black girl in Arizona, a lot of times you are the only Black person in the room, in school. You're the only Black person in the class, so you kind of stand out like a sore thumb. So it's kind of just putting on for her and everybody else, you know.
Nice.
And over here, what do you do and what makes you get up and want to do it?
My name is Annalicious and I work for Dynasty Financial Services. So what makes me up and do Dynasty Financial Services? The ability to be able to help people, change people's lives, motivate people to know that, you know, your credit score is not the all be all. You can like always go work hard, fix that, and there's so many other resources out there to fix your credit score. So being able to help people is a big passion of mine.
Okay, nice. Nice.
Thank you. Okay, let's head on back up here. I'm going to now hand you a pick.
Okay.
There you go. I'm gonna have you pop one balloon.
Okay. Sorry.
All right. So, why was your balloon unpopped?
I was just giving him a chance, getting to know him. You were a little like smaller than mine. Like a
big at heart.
I feel that you do have a big heart. You're very bubbly and
yeah. Okay.
And now she's someone that's your type?
Initially, no, but beautiful woman.
Thank you. Okay. So, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I was just waiting for this spark of joy to hit me and I'll just smile bright.
What?
And it's just not hidden.
I'm smiling cheek to cheek. That's
I see it. You like just dressed so nicely. You look beautiful. Thank you for coming. We really appreciate
I
it.
don't even know what she meant by that.
Right now, I'm trying to find it, but I can't find that spark of joy.
Okay,
sadly.
understandable. Okay.
And I gotta say something real quick. Kudos to this brother not showing up in jeans and pair of sneakers. This brother dressed himself up a little bit like it was supposed to. Always dress for the occasion, y'all.
Is she someone that's your type?
You're beautiful. I love the dress. I like the way that you're dressed. Beautiful skin tone. I like your hairstyle. It's nice.
Thank you.
I wouldn't say that I would initially, come up to you if I was in public, but you are beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, we do have our one unpopped balloon over here. Any questions for each
Come
other?
on, bro.
Do you have questions?
Come on.
You know what?
Go ahead.
Oh, you think
No, you ask a question. Go ahead.
Okay. So I want you to tell me 2 things about you that are negative or things that you could work on, and then 2 of your best attributes. And I don't want you to think within the realms of a relationship in general, just about you.
And tell you the truth, this dude may end up leaving with one of the best chicks there. Let's see if he actually gets a match.
You said 2 that say the first one.
2 that you can work on.
Okay.
Negative.
Okay.
And then 2 that you would say are your best attributes as a person, not a boyfriend or anything like that.
One good attribute about me is that I love smiling. I love to be happy. I love life. I love to see people come together. I love to bring people together if I can. I'm very creative. I'm ambitious. And then you said 2 negative things or that I could work at?
Yes.
I think that there's always room for growth. I don't think there's ever a point in time that you should be stagnant. And right now I'm in a place where I'm very motivated. So I would say probably I could.
Sorry about it, y'all. I'm back. Now, where were we? Here we go.
Being able to express how I feel a little more, which I think that's something that I'm working on. And then, let me see.
Say something, bro.
Continue being ambitious. I can continue.
Okay. What's your relationship with God?
I've been going to church. I'm building my relationship with God. I've been going to church for the last 4 weekends. My sister has brought me out. I've been building more relationship with my sister. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. That's a positivity in my life that I need. You know, I'm always continuously looking for positivity, and the last 4 weeks, like I said, I've been going to church, and that's been giving me that on top of, you know, my ambitions of just enjoying life. But yeah.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
What's your relationship with God?
I'm Christian.
Okay.
I grew up in the church. My mom was a very, very religious woman.
Okay.
When I moved out of my parents' house, I became a non-believer. I didn't believe in God for a long period of my life. I want to say about 5 years ago, I found God again, and I've been very serious about my journey with Him ever since.
Okay.
So I do read my Bible. I pray. I have a lot of growth to do as a Christian. I'm not a perfect Christian, but I am in a space.
As a person. As a person.
As a Christian.
Okay.
I have a lot of growth as a Christian.
Okay.
And so I'm not perfect, but I am in a space where I'm very intentional about my relationship.
Tap the screen, tap the screen.
So
tap the screen, tap the screen.
Why I popped? Okay, so one reason I wanted to hear you out, but when I asked 2 negative attributes about you, you did say one. You said how you don't communicate the best, but the second one wasn't really. I'm really big on people being able to self-analyze and being self-aware. And your second one was kind of not really a negative attribute, and it's kind of a deal breaker for me if you don't really know the things that you need to actively work on.
Okay.
But also, I am looking for someone who is a little bit more in depth in their relationship with Jesus, and that's no spite on you at all. I love that you're finding Jesus. I love that, I think you're so blessed for that, but I'm looking for someone who can elevate me in my walk.
Okay.
So.
I understand.
Okay.
Now she's someone that's your type.
Beautiful. I like skin tone. Beautiful smile. I love your hair.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my.
Dang, no Matt. Third guy, no Matt.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. We definitely appreciate having you on. Let's give it up for him, ladies. I'll take the mic. Thank you.
All right, let's bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
My name is Eddie.
Eddie? Eddie, how old are you?
31.
Okay, 31.
Yeah, you seem a little sassy, my
I'm in
man.
real estate, so my 9 to 5, I'm a real estate asset manager. I also invest in
Yeah, tall, pretty boy.
and I also do some consulting on the side.
Okay, all right. Now, what are some things that you do for fun?
I like to do mixed martial arts, work out, travel. I'm learning Spanish as a second language.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool. So I'm originally from the Bahamas, so anytime I get a chance, I like to go back home, visit family.
Nice, very nice. And what do you look for in a woman?
So I'm looking for someone that's spontaneous, they know what they want. I'm looking for someone that loves God. I'm looking for someone that's ambitious. Someone that has something going for themselves.
Okay, and what are some of your deal breakers?
Deal breakers would be, someone that's, I would say, promiscuous, someone that...
Tap the screen, tap the screen.
I would say, as well as someone that doesn't have like a relationship with God.
Okay. All right, so we did get a pop balloon. Let's go on over there and see why she ended up popping. All right, your name and age?
Shaylin, and I'm 30.
And Shaylin, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I just wasn't attracted to you. Yeah.
No, she's someone that's your type.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's head on back. All right, I'm gonna hand you a pick. I am going to have you pop. Let's go with 3 balloons. Okay, 2 more. And 1 more. Okay, you can stay down there.
I got a feeling this guy ain't gonna match neither. So I'm gonna fast forward it just a little bit. See if he match.
Okay, and what about over here?
I love basketball. I don't really hoop as much anymore, but I am a big NBA fan, Celtics and 6. And I watch college as well. I also own a small business making hair care products. How I got into that was herbalism. I'm really, really deep into herbalism and wellness and holistic living, so I like that. The past year, I got into the gym, so like the gym has become a hobby for me, so.
Gotcha. Sure.
Alrighty, it is time to pop another balloon. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop 1. Okay, so Alicia, why was your balloon unpopped?
I feel like you're handsome, you sound well-rounded, you have nice lips, you're tall. I like your aura ring, so I know you're serious about fitness. Yeah.
Alright, and why did you end up popping hers?
Like I said, beautiful, I love your hobbies as well. I would just say I was more drawn to the other 2 contestants.
It's okay.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. Alright, our 2 final ladies. Any questions for him? Okay, we'll start here.
What point of your life did you realize that you needed God in your life? Like, what was the, I guess, that moment where, when people like, what's your testimony? Like, what was your moment when you
Tap
realized
screen, tap screen.
I would say probably younger, like when I was coming up, because, I had a divorce, I came up as, during a divorce, so I would say like that was really tough growing up. But God really helped me through that, like praying and also having like a good church family. I think that having that good foundation is really important. So, I would say like probably coming up around the age of around like 10 or 12 years old. Yeah.
And then my other question is, you said you do like consulting and real estate, and then you have like something else in real estate, which is like your regular 9 to 5. So with all those things going on in your life, when you make time for, when would you make time for your significant other, or dating, or your own hobbies?
Absolutely. So I work 50-50 remote, so I can travel, if needed. Also, like the weekends, I get those off as well. So if it's, just flying out for the weekend, and I also have unlimited PTO. So, I just have to make sure I'm doing what I need to do at work. But, I have a good amount of flexibility, I'd say. And for the right person, that's not an issue at all.
Okay, and then, I'm sorry, last question. You seem, when you came up, you were like kind of nervous, and you seemed like maybe a little reserved. So like, is there like another part of you that's like,
oh, yeah.
I guess outgoing?
Yeah, absolutely. So I like to travel. You know, I like to experience new things. I've been skydiving once, so I'm pretty spontaneous. This is the first time I'm doing something like this, so it's just a little nervous, but yeah, absolutely. I do some mixed martial arts. I like to play guitar, and I'm also learning Spanish as a second language.
Okay. Sit down over here. All right, any questions?
Yeah, so what does it mean to you to be a man of God?
Okay, so for me, it's, you know, being in the Bible. You know, praying, also having a good communication, you know, with the Lord if there's anything I'm going through, or if it's something that I'm not going through, you know, you still want to have that relationship.
Absolutely.
You know, I would say one thing I do need to work on though is, you know, being in church a little bit more with my job and my extracurricular activities. You know, sometimes I don't get to do that, but I try to make up with, like, my church back home in the Bahamas has like a online you know, sermons, so sometimes I watch online, but I would say, like, just finding a good church home, I would say, and then, you know, having the right person as well that's equally yoked, you know, have the same, you know, type of relationship, or is going towards that, I would say.
Absolutely. Okay. Can you tell me 2 short-term goals and then 2 long-term goals? And I have a follow-up question based on your answer.
Absolutely. Yeah, so short-term goals, well, this year I paid off my car. I also paid off all my loans and everything, so that was like a big goal of mine, to just be debt free. So I'm starting, you know, kind of fresh with that, and I would say by the end of the year I want to just meet my savings goals that I have, and then long-term goals, I would say I do want to own a vacation rental back home in the Bahamas, so that's one thing I want to do. Most of my assets that I own right now are like in the southeast, like in Birmingham. So I would like to, you know, do more of that. And then as far as like a relationship, you know, I would say I would want to find, you know, a woman that I can grow with, you know, someone that can support me, but I also can support her with anything that she has going on, you know, any type of things that, you know, if she's passionate about, you know, I want to be able to be there for her, because, you know, I know I'm kind of quiet right now, but, you know, I'm really energetic, you know, I love to, you know, I've been told, you know, I have a very energetic spirit, you know, and a very supportive person, so I'd like to find someone that, you know, kind of matches that same type of vibe.
Okay. My follow-up is, you said your short term for the end of the year is to meet your financial goals. What are you doing in your daily life that aligns with that?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm in finance, so like my background is I'm very numbers oriented, so I know like the approximate amount that I need to save each month, you know, to meet that annual goal. So it's just, you know, still having fun, you know, still, you know, traveling, but at the same time, not letting it get out of hand to where I can't, like, you know, meet my savings goals. So that's what I would say.
Okay, I have one more question.
Okay.
So earlier I told you that I was looking for a man who's not intimidated by an ambitious and a goal-oriented woman, and you kind of commented on that, saying, well, how do you prioritize a relationship? I kind of want you to expand on, I guess, what is your expectation as far as a woman with a career, a woman who's career driven and things like that? Because your comment kind of made me feel like, and I don't want to judge a book by its cover, but it kind of made me feel like you're looking for someone who maybe is not.
Oh, not at all, not at all. So for me, you know, I have my 9-to-5, but I also, you know, I own some investment properties on the side. You know, I also do consulting. So for me, you know, having someone that has, you know, something that she's passionate about, like, that just make me want to get up and like go harder, you know. And like, if there's anything I can help with, you know, as far as support or, you know, helping financially, you know, if that's my partner, something I can, you know, have her back on, you know, and especially if it's something that I can get behind, you know, like, as far as, you know, if it's something like, content-wise, like, you know, content creating stuff, that, to me, that's kind of off-putting, to be honest. But if it's something like what you mentioned, you said you do holistic.
I'm a therapist and I own a small business, which requires me to make content.
Gotcha. Okay. If you're, content for your business. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah. That's not a problem.
Okay, so it's not an issue that I'm very career and goal oriented.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
So, do you feel like where you're at right now in your business, that you know, have that time to, you know, devote to a relationship?
I do. For a equally ambitious man. Like I'm not the type of person that's gonna text you all day or things like that. If you're equally ambitious as me and that aligns, I think we can prioritize the relationship together. But again, I am goal oriented.
Can I have a quick question?
Okay, go ahead. This last one.
I got you.
You don't get another one. You don't get another one.
I don't have anyone.
So, like, you know, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself?
I love this question. Okay, so I'm starting my doctorates this year. In 5 years, I plan on graduating with my doctorates. And then I plan on moving back home. Like I said, I'm from Atlanta. I live in Texas for school. So I plan on moving back home, starting my private practice as a therapist. And another thing on my list is I want to start a nonprofit that helps Black youth get free access to therapy. And then I'm working on a book this year, so that's kind of my 5-year plan. And when I move back home, I'm planning on buying out my first house. So,
when do you plan on moving back home, if you don't mind asking?
She said one more question.
Yeah. It's time to pop. Okay, so we've got our 2 ladies left. You got to know a bit about both of them, but it is now time to pop one of their balloons. Okay, so why was your balloon unpopped?
He's very attractive. I like what he had going on for himself, but I am glad he popped. It seemed to be getting it in. I love it.
Okay.
So, but that's why you're very attractive. Everything you were saying was aligning with my values. So yeah.
Appreciate you.
So why'd you end up popping hers?
I would just say I connected with the other contestant more.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So let me have you scoot that way for me. Okay, Jordan, come on up here with us. All right, guys, up here you only get one.
Will there be a match?
One last question, okay? If you don't have one, that's okay as well.
I'm sorry if you already answered. Do you have kids?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So, one question. So I live in Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay.
But is distance a problem for you? I know you said you plan on relocating to Atlanta.
Yes.
That's about like 2 hours away.
Yeah, distance is not a problem for me at all. I've never been to Alabama, and I don't know much about it. I don't think anybody knows much about it.
Yeah, you ain't missing nothing, by the way.
Yeah, so I'm not too fond on Alabama, but travel or distance is not an issue.
Okay. All right, Chum. Well, let me ask my final question then. Is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
And is it a yes for you for her?
Yes.
We got a match!
It took long enough.
I'll take the mic. All right.
It had to take to almost the end of the show for them to get a match. Almost the end of the show just for them to get a match. Lord have mercy.
Hey, get your girl. Y'all can go on up. Make some noise, ladies. All right, let's bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in.
Ooh.
What's your name?
Sip.
Sip, how old are you?
33.
And what do you do?
I day trade and I own a barbershop.
Okay, nice. What do you like to do for fun?
Sip the
I
barber.
like to travel. I like to ride my motorcycle. Pretty much just travel. That's my hobby. And I make music. I'm an artist.
Okay.
This dude came up there in dreads, shorts, and sneakers. Poor presentation. Poor presentation.
Cool. What do you look for in a woman?
Somebody that's honest, somebody that's loyal, somebody that's wants to be out the streets for sure, and actually have a career.
Nice. And now what
I got a feeling he ain't gonna get nobody.
If you have an OnlyFans, care for the weave.
Yeah, I got a feeling he ain't gonna get nobody.
Be honest. I since I went to school for it, I'm a cosmetologist after well, so it's like
it's okay.
Yeah, I love it. It look good on you though, baby girl. It look good. Me personally, I don't. Not for
I do it all, so I like to wear my hair out, everything. I think the first time I was on here, I had my hair out. Yeah, so.
Curious what that looks like.
It looked great. Thank you. All right, let's go here. Your name and age.
My name is Annalicious, 28 years old.
Annalicious, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I'm gonna give you a compliment. Rastafari man, I love that. My uncle has rastas. I guess I popped because the maintenance of the rasta, are those extensions added to that?
It's more rare, baby girl.
Yeah, I think it's just a lot, and I have short hair, and it's already like a lot to maintain. But you look handsome. Thank you for coming. But just also the spark of joy, I'm not getting it. Maybe if I got to hear you a little bit more.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Correct.
Okay, is she someone that's your type?
Yes. But honestly, no. I'm gonna be honest. You're definitely beautiful, but I like the naturalness of you. The makeup is not too much. It's very good. But the dark skin, I'm a light skinned guy, so I like light skinned people.
I've been outside a lot, so I'm usually lighter, but I wanted to get in touch with my melanin, so.
Okay. Hey, you're doing a good job. Doing a good job, baby girl.
Toasting. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, let's go here. Your name and age.
Hi, I'm LaPortia and I'm 30.
Hey, LaPortia, why'd you end up popping?
Well, like Chanel said, you said your name is Sip. I'm sorry, I'm a grown woman. I'm not gonna call you Sip. And I'm just not attracted. Thank you. Sorry.
Okay. I respect that.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
Yes. You are, but the dress is it's beautiful. It looks good on you. It's a little loud.
I'm loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look like this now, but I don't normally look like this, you know. But the colors is a little loud. But you look good at it.
I was about to say I'm Puerto Rican, so I have to I have to do something. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right. I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Thank you. Of course.
Okay, let's head on back. Did I miss anyone? Dang, ladies, we all really popped again? All right. Yeah, definitely a tough crowd, but that is all the balloons popped, unfortunately. Thank you so much for coming on. I'll take the mic. Ladies, give it up for him.
And I think this is it.
Thank you everyone for tuning into this episode of Pop the Balloon or Find Love. If you'd like to be featured in any of our upcoming episodes,
this
make
it.
sure you click on that
Good
link
night.
in the description box below and fill out a form to be considered. Also, don't forget to like,